to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching today. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. Please click that subscribe button below this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the notification bell and share with a father, a sister, or a brother. Alright, thank you so much for understanding. So today I want to talk about some of the things you need to organize or do when you get an admissions into an Austrian, when you have an admissions into any Austrian institution, a university or an moving. So if you have an admissions to study in Austria in any of their universities, alright, first let me also draw your attention to the fact that schools in Austria are public, some are private, alright, and most private universities, you will realize that their tuition fee are a little more higher than the public universities. I hope you understand. But literally, you will have schools in Austria that range from 350 euros, 700, 1,400. That is a range. That is to say, there are schools you can pay 350, 360, 363, 720, 736, and 1,000. I think so far I've seen just one public university, which is 1,000. Is it 1,300 euros or something? Study in Austria. After you get an admissions in Austria, these are the things you need to know. First thing first, verification and legalization. Yeah, someone was telling me or asking me, not just one person, but maybe a couple of people, asking me if they can legalize, if they are to legalize their documents before applying to universities. This is what I've seen, and for my research, I will be explaining what I know. Now, when you want to apply to some Austrian universities, you will realize that they want you to legalize your documents. That is, verify and legalize your documents. In other universities, they will ask you to verify and legalize your documents only after you have been offered the admissions. In other universities, they will ask you at the point of giving you the admissions letter, they will tell you go and legalize your birth certificate or legalize some particular documents. I hope you understand. So that is what I know and what I've found out. But if they don't ask for legalized documents from you, all right, when you get your admissions letter, start with the verification. Put your documents together, start with the verification and legalization. I have talked about this in so many videos, all right? There is a video I did, I think, a few days ago where I talked about verification and legalization of your certificates, and I talked about Ghanaians and Cameroonians. I told them where to go to, all right? If you haven't watched that video, check the video. It is already on the channel where I talked about verification and legalization in 2022, all right, to study in Austria. So that is what you should understand. Now, again, a subscriber was crying to me, a very close friend of mine. He called me again to verify if actually the amounts I mentioned in that video was the true amount for verification and legalization. Guys, when they say verification and legalization of documents to apply for a residence permit to study in Austria, you should understand that this is not a small task. All right, Cameroonians and Ghanaians, they have an advantage now because you can do the verification in your own home countries. All right, before you had to go to the Austrian embassy. You can only go to the Austrian embassy now as a Cameroonian or as a Ghanaian if you are going to apply for your residence permit and you are going for your interview or something. All right, so that is how it is. Now, going back to the fees for verification, when he called me and was saying, Milton, this money is huge, I told him, young man, do not ask me because I do not work with the embassy. That is what is found on their website, all right, to mail the embassy and verify. But if the embassy does not want that amount, or if the amount is big and that is not a true amount, the embassy will not put a document like that on their website, all right? So it is very common and reasonable to think that way. So first, legalize your documents, verify them. That is the first stage. You legalize them. How do you start? I said you should start with the Ministry of Education, to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then to the VFS offices if you are a Cameroonian or a Ghanaian, all right? Then they will take it over there. Then the embassy now, the Austrian embassy will send their lawyer to go to the various places and check if the documents are real or true or they are false, all right? That is the reason you see that money is high like that. So don't get it twisted. Now, when you do that, understand that the next stage is to put money in your account. Remember, this money is not like the procedure for Germany, which you are putting in a blocked account. You are putting this money in your own personal bank account All right, and I have talked about this in several videos, so you can check my past videos on the channel and watch them on how you are going to do about this. Again, remember the amount I said you should put in that account should be nothing less than 12,000 euros. Yes, I mean what I'm talking about. There was one time a subscriber came to my YouTube channel and was like trying to argue that he is confused, that someone said somewhere that the money is 5,000 euros. Brother, if you take 500 euros every month, it will not even give you that amount you are talking about, because you have to be paying your rents every month for the period of 1 year. All right, then you renew your permit again, your residence permit. I hope you understand. So if you take 540 something euros, I think around 545 for Austria, because that is what the ministry want. If you check, you will see they want that you should show that you have in your possession 545, I think around that average, every month in your possession to pay for your transportation, your feeding, your accommodation. All right. Normally, accommodation in Austria may go between maybe 300, 350 euros per month. You can find something like that. Then the rest you manage for transportation and food. So that is how much they need. 12,000 euros in your account. All right, that is the money you need to put in your account. Again, start building your account early. Build your account early, because if you just go and borrow money from your uncle or your mother and bump it into that account, it is going to be a problem to you at the embassy. Austria does not joke. If they notice some fishy things about your documents, they will knock you out. They will knock you, all right? So don't say I didn't tell you. Again, if you manage that, like I said, start building your account as fast as possible. At least make it 3 months plus, all right? Build it, put money, withdraw money, put money, withdraw money, build it, all right? Build it. But if it happens that you don't have this money and at the end of the day you create an account, remember this account must be in your own name, all right? It has to be in your name. Nobody's name. It has to be in your name. And again, to those of you asking me if you can withdraw the money after you have gotten your residence permit or student visa, don't withdraw that money. Don't withdraw that money. Remember, you are getting this residence permit. Now it is a residence permit for more than 6 months, all right? Because it's no more a student visa. It is a residence permit for more than 6 months. It is going to last you 1 year and you have to renew again. And for you to renew, you still need to show money, all right? So now I'm coming, excuse me, I'm coming to that. Now, I have talked about the money part and it is clear. In case you get the money from your mother or your father and you bumped it into that account, take sponsorship, tell them to write a letter to show that the money is coming from them. Again, take their bank statement and present, all right? That is how it is. But the money should not be in their account. No, don't put it in their account. Now, when you have done that, another thing you need to show is a document that you have a place to stay in Austria. You have to pay for accommodation. Sometimes you may book and you may not pay, but sometimes you have to pay. But you need a document to show that you have accommodation. Very, very important. Very, very important. Ask your university, all right? There is a possibility for you to get accommodation online as well. You can check that and do the payment. But again, Austrian citizens may not want you. Anyways, let me not put it this way. Just know you need an accommodation, all right? You need an accommodation. Very important. Ask your university. The next document you need again is, these are the things you need to do after you've gotten your admissions letter, all right? Or when you are preparing to apply for the visa. The next document you need again is insurance. I talked about the insurance last time in one video, I remember vividly. And I said the insurance has to be a minimum of 1 year. Because remember now, the procedure is different. You are applying for a residence permit, no more a student visa. In 2019, early 2018, it used to be a student visa, where it is given only for 3 months. But now you are applying for a residence permit for more than 6 months. So automatically you are going to renew it after 1 year, all right? Because I'm not sure it is given for the entire duration, no. So after 1 year, you have to renew your insurance. After 1 year, you have to renew your residence permit while in Austria, all right? And you need money again in your account, all right? The same amount to show that you are going to be using it. And again, you need housing, all right? Prove that you have an accommodation. Sometimes when you are even a student in Austria and you are struggling to renew your residence permit, they might be asking you for a bigger CGPA, all right? Because they want that when you come to Austria, you go to school, prove that you can graduate, all right? So they will be asking you for a bigger CGPA. So you have to be very sure about what you are doing, okay? Now, that is for when you are applying for your visa. Now, the visa, is a residence permit. Remember, I said it is going to be for more than 6 months. Before, it used to be a D visa. When you arrive Austria after 3 months, you have to renew it. But now, it is a residence permit. And make sure you put this money in your account. Don't withdraw the money after you get your student visa, your residence permit. No, because they might monitor you. You never can tell. The procedure is different. What if you put the money in your account, then later on you remove the money, and when you arrive Austria, you are not able to have any money in with you? It is going to be a problem. So they might not want you to remove the money. Do not remove the money, because remember, they are going to be checking. Austria will always check you. They will check you. Don't say I didn't mention this. They will check you. Remember, first of all, for documents, you have to go through verification first before legalization. So it is somehow very difficult and tedious, but remember, the admissions process and tuition fee is very cheap. So try and see if you can go through, all right? Now, that is before you move to Austria. When you arrive Austria, remember I said you have to be renewing your residence permit every month. When you arrive Austria, you still need this set of documents. Again, I forgot to explain about the acceptance letter. You still need to show that you have a passport with your visa, all right, or the former residence permit. You need to show it. You need to also show money in your account, 12,000 euros. I talked about that, all right, in your account, not a blocked account. People don't know the difference between a bank statement, a blocked account, your own personal account. People don't know, because sometimes I remember someone was asking me what is a blocked account, and when I talked of a personal account, they think that is bank statement. So bank statement is different, blocked account is different, a personal account is different, all right? Proof of funds involves these three methods in different countries. Germany, you need blocked account. Austria, you need money in your own account, all right? Other countries, maybe like Poland and Lithuania and Latvia, you need bank statements, okay? I hope you get the point. So, of course, you are still going to show your bank statement when you are applying for the visa at the Austrian embassy, of course, and a card. A card has to be there, all right? When you arrive in Austria now, all these documents I gave you before, documents for proof of funds, you have to show your bank details, you have to show where you are staying, you have to show your insurance for 1 year, and of course, the old residence permit or visa. You are not showing insurance for 1 year, you have to be paying for it, because when you arrive Austria, you have to pay for it. Nobody can travel without a medical insurance, guys. It is impossible, totally impossible. You can't travel without a medical insurance to any country, all right? So that is what you should know. Again, I want to make you understand that there is something called energy bills action and actions yield results. Energy builds action, action yields result. If you don't have the energy to do this process, to start the action, you will not be able to get results, all right? So just know that. I hope it is very, very clear now. Now, understand again that when it comes to the proof of funds, sorry guys, when it comes to the proof of funds, all right, this money the Austrian authorities want is how much? 12,000 euros in your personal bank account. Now, what happens in the case you apply for a public university and the tuition fee per year is 9,000 euros? Understand that your money in your account have to increase. Put this money in your account and of course add your tuition fee per year. I hope you get the point. Put that money in your account, add the money for your tuition fee per year. Because this amount, Austrian authorities assume that this amount is for those students who are paying 363 euros a month, which is small money. I hope you get the point. So that is what you should understand. Now, the verification is what you need to take time and pay attention to. The Austrian authorities will not want any form of toleration for fraud. If you have something that pierces your certificate and it was not legalized, I'm not saying that if your certificate is pierced, it will not be legalized. When it is legalized, don't touch the stamps, all right? Do not touch the stamps. First, do the verification, pay for it, it will go to them, they will send their officials, they will check and give to them. Then when you are going for your interview now, you carry all the documents. Don't ask me if you are taking photocopies or original. Carry photocopies and originals together with you. Let the embassy decide which one they want, all right? Because they'll always ask you to show the originals and the copies before they can process everything. I hope you get the point. So ask them which one they want, and of course, your admissions letter have to be attached to the documents as well, all right? That is how Austria is. There are various schools in Austria that are very, very cheap, all right? You have schools like the University of Innsbruck. I think Innsbruck, it depends. Some students 725, some students 363. The University of Vienna, Technical University of Vienna, some students 725, some students 363. The University of Economics in Vienna, some students 765, 25, some students 363. So that is how it goes, all right? Do not joke when it comes to Austria. Austria is a very organized country. They have a good education system, a good healthcare system, a good transportation system, all right? And their banks are well equipped. Now, for those of you who will be transferring from other schools to Austria, you can transfer, but you must show this money. For those who are going for language courses, you can go, but you must show this money. For some other category of students who would not be, let me say, if you are transferring to some particular programs, it will require you to go back to the Austrian embassy and get a visa. So when you are applying for a transfer course, you have to be careful on how the procedure functions, all right? So you don't mix up things. Pay attention to verification and legalization. And of course, when you are going to the embassy again, your high school documents have to be available, your WAEC, your ordinary levels, and your advanced levels, and stuff like that, all right? Do not forget what I explained here today, because it's going to help you a lot. For those who contacted me that they have admissions already, good luck to you guys, and that is the type of news I want to be getting from this particular platform, all right? So I hope this video helps somebody. If it does, please do not forget, as usual, put your hands together, clap for, and subscribe, all right? What I mean clap for is to subscribe to the channel. Now the subscribe button is below here. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when I post a new video like this one, you would be the first to watch. I hope it will help you. Bye bye until we meet again.